management team been just trying to make it sound like it's
hello everybody.
Training in the build up to this game.
Welcome to your live watch along of hopefully
I think that's how you've got to treat a game like this.
the big game, because it is a big game. Chesterfield versus Wrexham, only game 3 of the season. Let's go and win this. Show why we mean business. But we'll wait and see, because we want to make a statement of intent that we mean business by winning this game, winning not scouting. But we'll wait and see if it happens first. Yeah, it's 50-50 at the moment. Because that's what I would... If we were playing them, say at Christmas or something, and we had a rubbish first of the season, I would think, nah, I'm not really that bothered about this game. We've not been playing well. But due to the fact of how we played the last 2 games, and we conceded 2 goals, but we've only scored 3 ourselves. But we only conceded 2 goals due to the fact that we didn't really have a keeper on the bench. And we... So sorry if you guys... So hopefully we get some good results. We've also got... I'll let you guys know on the other results we've got on this list for you guys. We've got Dartford home game versus Havant and Waterlooville, Portsmouth at home versus Cambridge, Sheffield Wednesday away at Peterborough United, Grantham Town, boo, away at Long Eaton United, and then you got Pontefract, I'm going to go PC, away at Hebburn Town, which their ground actually looks quite decent. Go and check. Pontefract at home. Or if you guys, if I'm just going to say this just for a fact, they reversed it, but I will still say what I'm going to say, because still, go and type the team that they're playing against. Look at what the ground looks like. It's actually good quality for that level. It looks good.
A lot of it came through my coach at Bognor, was Robbie Blake.
Ex-Bradford player.
Yeah, he was on the coaching staff with Paul Cook at Portsmouth.
So now let's hopefully
when I was at Bognor,
let's get the result. But we're now just waiting for kickoff.
Recommended me, and then obviously they gave me an opportunity to come up and train, and obviously they thought I did well, and yeah, here we are today with a contract. So yeah, really happy with it, and just looking to keep.
So it sounds like Ponty's manager has gone 2 up front today.
The position that you play, you can't have a better tutor in the first 3 games of the season than Tyrone Williams, who's absolutely...
Because they put the...
I mean, yeah, Ty's a really good player. As of all the players...
Because they're playing Adam Priestley today, because they had him on the bench at the weekend.
Not just the starting 11, but as a group,
Yeah.
competition for places, and when you're not in the team, you've just got to support the players who are in the team, and hopefully we win the game tonight.
And then think another player that you said that is decent, but he's on the bench, is that Gavin Rothery.
Of course, we all know we've been watching Wrexham over the last year.
Yeah, he started. So he's gone onto the bench and been replaced at the start by Adam Priestley.
You've got 6'5" Ollie Palmer. So
Nah.
quite a bit of what Paul Cook's been working on. It's only really yesterday, I suppose. There'll have been a cool down.
So that's a good thing.
Sunday, and then a bit of shape training yesterday. So I'm sure that there'll be.
So we're just waiting for kick-off.
For Ross Fitzsimons and everybody to deal with in training.
And Ross Fitzsimons, please have a good game. In goal. We needed to.
I have to say we didn't do too much in training. I think it was yesterday.
And this game today, Chesterfield versus Wrexham, is a sellout.
Players in our team that can defend the box well, so hopefully, we can defend the box and keep a clean sheet.
So what are you enjoying the most about being a full-time player? I assume you've not been a full-time player before.
Ipswich shite.
At Sheffield Wednesday.
Ipswich. How do you actually play? Oh, they're playing Burton.
Havant and Waterlooville, so they were sort of part-time, full-time, so they trained some mornings in the week, but this is sort of my first experience in men's football.
And Derby are playing away to Shrewsbury.
Full-time environment, and
And the one that's going to get me a little bit annoyed is, come on Doncaster, beat Stockport please.
as a kid they play football as a job, I can't really complain.
Does he still play for Rotherham?
The fact that you're playing every day,
Oh yeah, plays for Ipswich. That's actually...
I think it's only a matter of time before
So he must have impressed someone.
a really good player, hopefully.
And then there's people on the squad like Michael Jones who've been around and done all sorts of things who I know Paul Cook always likes to have somebody in the dressing room who'll help to bring on the younger, less experienced players, and I would guess that Jones is one of those.
Yeah, Jones has been great, not just Jonesy, but look
Yeah.
at Banksy, look
That
at
league that you said that Liverpool are in, they've literally got all the badges of every single team in that league except for Liverpool and Warrington Rylands. Are the only two that haven't got badges.
a relatively young squad, and yeah, they've been brilliant since I've been here. To all of the young lads.
They must not be important.
Reminder of the two teams that are doing battle today. Wrexham, Mark Howard in goal, Ben Tozer.
Gonna give you guys the lineups now.
Bryce Hosanna and Max Cleawood down the flanks. Jamie
Your
Jones, Tom
Chesterfield
O'Connor,
lineup. One person I've not even heard of, so I'm gonna have to
Elliot Lee for the Swans.
get used to saying his name,
In goal. Jeff King, Tyrone Williams, Jamie Grimes,
which we bought from Dorking. So you got Fitzsimons, King, Williams, Grimes, Horton, Al. This is a weird one. Old Daka, I think he's called. Weird surname. Banks, Dobra, Sante, Mandeville, and Quigley on the bench is Maguire, Cooper, Clark, Jones, and Kabongo Shamanga. And the players are on their way out. And then here is your Wrexham lineup, and I will not, unfortunately, this is not me being naughty, but I won't not utter a certain player's name, so that's why the lineup's not being said, but that's your Wrexham lineup for you guys to have a look, because I just can't be bothered.
In that game that Chesterfield won 3-2 here against the Blades when Tommy Lee was incorrectly sent off and had his red card rescinded for the next game. And
so hopefully some good results today, folks.
United had a player, Michael Higdon, sent off as well. So Mark Howard played,
and hopefully in all the other games we all get a lot of goals out of them all.
Saw Chesterfield come out on top. Can the Sparks repeat that? We don't want a goalkeeper to be sent off again.
I don't want another goalkeeper sent off, please. It would be absolutely a travesty.
Area, so the security forces will have to come and pop that one in the bucket. So, your short, medium term ambitions, Joe, I'm sure, with playing in front of a crowd like this.
I mean, yeah, look at it, it's packed. You know, I think any player would want to play in an atmosphere like this. Hopefully, I get my.
Come on, let's go and get the wing. Come on, Chesterfield.
So, referee is Steve Copeland. His assistants Tim Walker and Jack Ford. The fourth official, Will Kavanagh. As the skipper's been called in to carry out the preliminaries.
Oh.
Chesterfield, number 5, Jamie Grimes. So two central defenders, the two skippers. And I'm sure, like all of us, Joe, you watched that national.
We're just waiting for the game to get underway, folks.
And Wrexham, and the first thing you think, well, they're get-atable.
Yeah.
And how ironic it was that they were undone right in the last minute to take it to extra time by a long throw.
Well, yeah, exactly that. You know, there are areas where you can get at this Wrexham team. We've worked on that in training, so hopefully we can do it today.
Well, Wrexham presumably have won the toss because they spun up the teams round. Chesterfield will be kicking towards the Kop in the first half. This match last season was won 2-0 by Wrexham after Chesterfield absolutely dominated the first half.
Who's that?
And then Wrexham, 2 goals from big Ollie Palmer, the number 9. Will be the tallest player on the park today. So Chesterfield, blue-white, left to right, towards the full south stand, Moton Colotronics south stand. We're in our normal position in the Vineyard West stand. Referee Steve Copeland's doing his counting. Yeah, there's 11 blues and 11 reds. Checking his watches and blows the whistle to get us underway. And well, he's blown the whistle. And Terry Oldacre.
There we go. Chest.
And it's played back to Ross Fitzsimons. Left from him towards Asante. He wins it in the air and it comes to
Yep. If you can see if you can find the photo. Right. What I'll do is I'll see if I can find a photo of that because I want to. Is it Accrington? Let me have a look. Because I've got Twitter on here, so it'll be put. But not. Yeah, but also they go down the vegan market. They're a vegan club as well.
Attempt to go for the ball. We are nearer to the north stand.
Yep, they're saying, yeah, they just announced it here. Bugger that. Look at the photo that has just been sent. Literally at 5 to 7. That does not look like an... I can see it. I'm just trying to explain because it's a bit hard because they're not showing like the whole pitch. They're literally like, it's like the seats, the what you call like the concourse bit to go between the pitch and the stands and the seats. That's waterlogged, but it doesn't like the grasses. I'm doing that now. It's just that I'm just trying to figure it out because it doesn't look. What they should have done is they should have done it with the whole pitch. Guys, I'm going to show you in a minute they've not even shown the whole pitch. They've shown one of their stands, which is part of it's waterlogged. Guys, so have a look at this. This is Forest Green Rovers. This is apparently this is called off. Apparently this is called off. There you go. That's it. That is it. Does that, guys, does that look to you look like that the game should be called off? Does that look like it's going to get called? Does that look like it's going to get called off? I don't have to show you guys the Coventry Wigan one. We all know that situation because it's been announced for about a week and a bit that their pitch is unsafe. So I don't really need to do anything with this one. This one's a surprise. And guys, let me know if you guys think that pitch looks waterlogged or not, or you think they should be able to play on it. Go on. Because you want to know what's weird? There are a lot of non-league games that might have been played near that, and they've not got called off. Have you seen the image? Wrexham for the win. Stop being up your own ass. And Wrexham, you ain't gonna win, you Welsh gits. That's good.
Famous name in football as well as a former Bradford City big target man centre forward called Joe Cook.
Wow.
He got an E on the end though. You've not got an E on the end.
Yeah, good. That's a surprise to me.
Flicked on by Asante.
Do you want to know what makes it even more weird? No other Football League game has got called off due to a water pitch.
Challenge in there from Jamie Grimes. It's gone out for a corner. First corner of the game to Wrexham on the.
How weird is that Forest Green, their game got called off, but literally every other team in the Football League is playing? Woking are beating Scunthorpe 1-0, folks, in the National League.
And it just wouldn't quite fall there for Hayden. Couldn't really get his head round it. Got something on it, John. Wide of the post.
Yeah, that's just that is ridiculous. I don't think I've been at grounds in non-league. I've been to watch Havant when they had a 3G pitch and they played 70 minutes in thunderous conditions for 70 minutes. And then the game got called off. And that was one of my videos on my channel where I literally quoted the phrase, "I don't care about the rain, we just went and scored." To quote the phrase for that game. See,
last 2 games that Chesterfield have
see, look, that's they're saying that the.
certainly far from freezing. And Mullins run well.
And do you want to know what's weird? On their Twitter page, there was a message that came back from an Accrington fan. I've just got there, and it's just been called off, and now he's got to drive 3 hours back to Accrington.
Wrexham and put forward by the Red Dragons, but I think Williams is going to get there.
So, if that was me, if I was Accrington,
that ball out for a corner kick. It's on this near side
yeah,
this time to Wrexham. But you just feel
I would, if I was an Accrington fan, I would ask the club, or you would say to the club, you gotta give the fans them the money back for that because they got told at late notice.
Balls in behind, sort of skidding past defenders. So
Is it? I don't know who has scored yet, but I won't be surprised if it comes up with a JC, aka James McCarthy.
and the referee's seen a push. Give Chesterfield a free kick. I wasn't looking at
Yeah, 'cause
the
it.
path of the ball, but
Or I'm just trying to figure it out before it pops up because it takes a while. Could be Pryor. If it's Pryor, then that's a good for his first goal back.
free kick then to the Spirites. Of course, they had that, Glenn Hoddle's love train target 4 of them in a row, all hands on the backs and
And
then
now
going in multiple directions. Must be
this
really
is
difficult to defend
now
like that.
I can understand.
so many bodies in the box, you've got to try and stick with your man, and when they're all sort of
And you know what else?
like, it can be tough.
And you know what else is interesting?
Opera gets the
One game has got called off in non-league, and that is Chippenham versus Oxford United
go forward into
in
played that lift.
Avon's League in the National League South, and that's the only non-league game called off with all the bad weather happening around the country. So how on earth
On the far side.
that can get called off? But for Forest Green, that is not excusable.
8 at the back of another number. So Elliot Lee's 38.
I can understand Chippenham versus Oxford United because they're not going to have as much money as what Forest Green have to be able to think, oh, we've got to do this to make the pitch suitable to play on.
Is what? 20,
Hey, Jason Pryor,
15 yards away from
woo-hoo,
the goal area. Left
the guy we bought from Dorking. Have a look at them folks and see if they, so then I can then give you a bit of an insight for that one. Then we can basically have see 2 sides of 2 different leagues being called up, and you can see one might, if this one's not worse, then I'll be shocked.
Don't think that's what the Everton supporter was meaning to do.
Yeah,
Not the greatest
That's-
deliveries from Kingy, but usually he's very good from that sort of area.
What's your team? Who do you support?
yeah,
United,
Oh, right, okay.
let's not talk.
yeah.
No. No. So you and Lawrence Maguire will be chatting about that sort of stuff.
Let me do this quick.
The ball won back by Chesterfield.
My cousin's at the moment watching Wednesday away at Peterborough.
Mark Howard, it's on the halfway.
That might.
Opportunity to do a long range pass and picks out King, but he's still only on the halfway line, so a lot of work for Chesterfield still to do.
It's a.
Mandeville, a good ball back to King. He's got behind the back line. There's plenty of blue shirts in the centre. Steps onto his left foot. Gets it on to do a job. Did he has scored? Jeff King has scored.
Jeff King!
After a brilliant.
Come on!
It's the 10th minute
Come
of this
on!
game. Banks with the pass to the halfway line. A sweet
What?
play with Mandeville.
What?
Got it back. Played some
Have
fancy
it up,
stuff,
you
got it
Wrexham.
onto his left
Have
foot.
it up,
He
you.
skied one on Saturday, but this time they're on the deck beyond Mark Howard.
Oh,
2-1.
we're winning 1-0, and it is Jeff King.
Great start.
What a goal.
No, I got it on there because we've got our own radio station now for Chesterfield Football Club. So I listen to it on there now.
Players, we did something similar against Aldershot, but put it over the bar.
It's not live.
Bottom corner
It's not live. No, we're live on Saturday against Notts County on BT.
We'll say in the change room, why
Jeff King, of all people, I don't even expect you to score.
And to be fair, that game was
Oh my.
make a difference. But you could
King,
always
Jeff
this low
King.
line, try to hit it into the corner, and that was the
And
right
that's
thing to do.
and that no that does surprise me.
Goalkeeper, Mark Howard,
Because I was expecting it to either be like an Asante, a Mandeville, or a Quigley.
but,
Not one of our wingers.
we'd already gone past him by the time it got down, but
But
gets that into the centre, but no
if they have a shot and it goes in, I don't care how it goes in.
near him, and the ball was straight.
And let's have a look. But This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to have a look at when they actually did. Okay, let's do this. Let's do. Here we go. They announced the match. Here we go. For you guys, so we can do a comparison on the two games off. Forest Green called the game off at 5 to 7, literally not far off 45 minutes before kickoff. Chippenham Town, they called their game off 6 hours. 6 hours ago. There we go. That. I clap to that because they're actually better organised than a Football League Cup in Forest Green Rovers.
Goal kick then to Wrexham. Ball rolled out to Bryce Susanna. Bright orange boot.
Yeah.
And
and you know, Chippenham, they called their game off 6 hours ago. Yeah, it's. They did literally.
Hosanna's got 4 red shirts in the centre. He's hit it over the top towards Cleworthorne. The knees there of Tyrone Williams get onto it. Banks kicks it from the edge of the area. Not just a kick anywhere. He's found Joe Quigley on the halfway line, and Quigley's picked up a.
Yeah, because
he got no support.
Yeah.
But did really well to hold the ball up, and he knew that if he was able to turn, he'd knock it off the shins of his marker and out for a sparring throw. But,
he's very
yeah.
good, Quigley, very strong, holds the ball up well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you've come up against him plenty of times in attackers versus defenders scenario.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Oh,
yeah.
Strong lad.
And does he give it all? Does he give it all in a training match as well? It's no half measures, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Oh, I love his gift.
Got to recreate sort of game environment in training, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
King, the scorer, first goal of the season.
Yeah.
Switches play to Asante, beautiful ball. Asante on his left foot, now it's onto his right. He's got an opportunity to shoot. Oh, it's in the inside of the post. It's bouncing around.
Oh!
Getting there, cleared away by Wrexham. Well, almost a second, but it's still with King. He's going to have a long ranger, and he's going wide as soon as he left his right foot.
King started this game really well.
You know, at the moment, Wrexham are at 6s and 7s. We've just literally gone through on goal again. We're breaking through their back line like it's easy. And I love the gifts that Chesterfield do now when they score, because Jeff King's actually wearing an actual crown, which you get at Burger King. I love it. Can we see the one when Shamanga scores? Because it might be and they might have bongos. That'd be amazing if it is. Kabongo. Yeah, they say he beat it. King beat his man on the right, cut inside, danced past 3 defenders before he fired an effort into the bottom corner. Right. Okay. I've got an issue about this. You did that on Saturday and you skied it. So what? So how come you can do it now? That's the only annoying thing. He did that on Saturday and missed. So because it's Wrexham, you decide, oh, I'm gonna actually keep it down. And let's check some scores to see if I can update. See if there's any. See if there's any goals gone in. First goal.
Good recovery from Hosanna, but
first goal in non-league. I'm looking at for this league. It's scored by Stockton Town.
Managing to get that ball back. Long legs of Hosanna just got in there and prevented Dobra.
I was hoping that Chippenham Town had a photo of their pitch so I can actually do see the difference, but I don't think they have an image of their pitch. But they've done the right thing.
Dobra has got close skills, the likes of which you shouldn't really be seeing at this level.
Yeah, he's a really good player, Dobbs. You know, you almost think, should he be playing at this level? But obviously, things didn't work out at Ipswich for whatever reason. But he's a really good player. You see it in training every day. Glides past players. A great goal, I think. Dorking, first game of the season, great finish. He's got that in his as well. If he can have more goals, then I'm sure it won't be long before he makes that step back up.
Let's have a look. I'm gonna have a look on here. Let's put in Barnsley Football Club and see if they've actually got a photo of what their pitch is, and then we can literally. Jesus. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, Barnsley have scored because someone's celebrating. They put a photo of them celebrating. The Van de Cole. Good. And Andy Coulson. Oh my days. You can.
First time touch from him to Dobra. Dobra's cut inside, two brought down. No, says the referee.
You can definitely tell how that pitch is soddened because of how the flashlights look like they're using a filter for the flashlights. I'm gonna show you guys here the difference between Forest Green and the rain in Barnsley, and shows how this game had more chance of being called off more than Forest Green. And this is what? And we beat them. And we beat them. You know, shows that we can win. Oh yeah, we are a big club. Here we go, and here's the photo. Here we go, here's the other photo. This is the closest I can get to the image for Barnsley for their pitch. If you see that and compare it to Forest Green Rovers, you can see how that got more chance of being called off in any stretch of the imagination than Forest Green Rovers should. So guys, see that and give me your opinion on that one. Should that be called off more than the Forest Green game should?
Well, the referee seems to be somebody who lets a bit of physical play go, but there's been a bit of inconsistency so far.
Yeah, I thought.
I did.
Little soft fouls, and now he seems to be letting it go a little bit. I think the players.
Oh, here we go.
But, you know, that's a clear.
Here we go. We got someone on here that said, "Come on the town." Which one? Because Chesterfield also called town as well. But we.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah, and then he goes, "Wrexham will win 3-2."
There's a two-man wall on the.
Wrexham will win 3-2. You're losing 1-0 already, and you could have been 2-0 down. No, it says come on the town, and it's coming on the town with red and white. Wrexham, they're just called Wrexham. They're not called Wrexham Town. Chesterfield, when we first started as a football club, we were called Chesterfield Town to start off with in high street, so it makes perfect sense. Oh, great. Robin, yeah.
Popped out of the Chesterfield bit in the west stand and thrown towards.
Is that just typical? Because you can remember you can remember Saturday I was getting heart palpitation with Chesterfield couldn't score a single goal against Aldershot. Let's change the score. Hebburn Town 1. Yeah, I just call PC because it sounds like they're part of the police force. PC. Yeah. I just want someone else for Chesterfield to score because I want to see all these gifts because they've actually looked like they've took a lot of planning in it.
Is that going to be offside when Lee gets there? It is, yeah. He looked offside, but you've got this ridiculous notion that it's not going to get flagged until the guy gets there.
It's basically Watford Burnley, I would think, will be the two that will be up there fighting. And the dark horses in that league are going to be Blackburn. But you said you're right, Blackburn to be back in the Premier League, and they're the only team with.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, because it's not going to go to VAR. So.
Yeah, but you also got to think Blackburn are the only 100% record team in the league.
course, that very first goal at Dorking,
And Norwich can't seem to win the game.
when Ollie Banks
Ah,
was running from
finally.
well offside, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But sometimes linesmen just forget goalkeepers when they're not in the right position.
They're saying here the goal they conceded. Well, wow. They go, well, that's a worldie. Half volley into the top corner.
A little bit high for King. He gets ahead to it, but he can't bring it down onto his chest. From Wrexham clear up towards.
Yeah. Oh no, on my speaker, on my soundboard.
Williams, the loose ball, the ball ricochets a little bit and falls.
We're still Chesterfield 1,
Palmer playing left wing with a big central defender.
Wrexham 0.
For company, played in field. That's a good ball in for Lee. Lee's got Tom to his right foot corner of the 6-yard area. He's got plenty of blue shirts around him. Blocked, but it comes out to McFadzean and knocked back in by the visitors. But it was the head of Jamie Grimes that clears.
That's why I tend to.
Back helping out. Plays that off the shins.
Yeah.
Cleworth out for a Chesterfield throw in the right back. So it's a fast and furious this first quarter of the game.
It has been. That's really good tracking from
Yeah.
there.
Oh.
Into a position beyond the centre half, and Oldacre has tracked it really well.
Pontive.
Seemed to complement it
Yeah.
very well, didn't Banks and Oldacre?
Yeah. Yep, they're saying the first chance of the game went to Priestley and he hit wide literally at the first shot of the game. I thought he would have buried it.
Dropped out of the EFL, and the ball played back to goalkeeper Howard, and it's been nicked off him just outside the box.
Oh!
Chesterfield.
Go on!
Opportunity for the Spurs.
Yeah! This is the joke!
It is Ollie Banks.
Ollie Banks!
Just outside the area.
Dale's trying to scored. Ollie Banks!
He came towards the edge of his box, lost it to.
What a shite! What a shite keep! What a shite keeper that was!
On the line.
But I'm gonna say what a shite keeper. You know what the keeper decided to do? He decided to come out of his box. The player Ollie Banks decided to nick it, and basically went round a couple of players and sorted it. So it was the keeper's fault for coming out of his box, thinking he can do what he can.
Dobbra does that really well. You know, all the quality he's got, he's still willing to press off the ball.
See, do you know when I said that if these Wrexham are above, just above us as favourites to win the league, they're second favourites, and we're beating them.
And to be fair, credit
Yeah.
to Bryce
No.
on the
Yeah,
line,
they've
must have been desperate
and
wanting
their
to
keeper
dive back,
is shite because last season they wouldn't have done that against us, and we wouldn't be 2-0 up against them. So it shows that we've strengthened a lot. And there we go, Ollie Banks, who I have seen play for Chesterfield before, and he was shite first time round. He's turned out to be a better player.
One of the questions was, do you prefer
Yeah, and I'm going to give him a lot of praise because he was the one who also went in goal on the first game of the season and played well in goal. So,
on the far side?
and what's his
Not quite sure where photographer
and what is his gift going to be?
on the other side. She'll be having
Because I'm
a-
actually looking forward. It's going to be something to do with a bank.
He'll have missed his glory moment on
Because that would be hilarious if it is.
on the digital image of Tina Jenner.
Ah, he just does that.
Wrexham, Hosanna again gives it away. Not that he's giving it
That's
away.
his gift that he's done for when he scores.
Halfway line, plays it to Dobbra, instrumental in
I want to know how he's got.
goal. He's over
Oh yeah, they haven't put.
and it's gone out.
I haven't put out the info yet to let people know how the goal actually happened. So usually I'll do that when I do Chesterfield stuff.
With National Windscreens, a local company
Wow.
with a national network, 24 on the clock. Spiralites 2, Red Dragons 0. Phil Tooley and Joe Cook on your 1866 commentary team today. So first time Chesterfield has been 2-0 up at home this season. It's only the second game, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, because that's.
First and foremost, staying with 11 men really. As Howard
Yeah, it's just that a goal happened in the middle of all that, which was for us. So
Brandon Hall, right footed out by Ross Fitzsimons towards Quigley. Just couldn't quite get under that. He was being pressured well by Max Cleveland.
I have,
Goes through to Howard and Chesterfield fans doing the old.
I have faith.
Because the last time
I have
he was in his
faith.
box, he made a
Faith, faith,
fatal
faith.
error. But it's Bryce Susanna who's got by the pull of.
And there is been another goal. It is Dunstan 0, Dunstan 1, Shieldon 0.
He's a little bit like Brandon Horton on the opposite side. He's quick at 0 to 20 yards, but 40 to 60 yards is very quick.
Yeah. I think that's good defending.
I might be giving myself a bit of a break. Enjoy just watching that, and then I'm going to do Hearts versus Zurich on the Thursday because that's on BBC Scotland.
5 red shirts in the 6-yard area, 1 more in the 18-yard area.
Oh, Transport are losing, and Northampton are winning 2-1.
Hosanna's on the deck, hurt his back right in the 6-yard area. The goal kick to the referee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a shot.
Yeah.
Charged down by Chesterfield. A lovely play from Jeff King and an opportunity to break forward for King. But good defensive play from Tozer. It's played out to.
But the main ones that I always get more. I always get.
It's brought down. It's just outside the box, is it? Oh.
Wrexham are literally getting ripped apart. Wrexham nearly conceded the penalty. They are.
And it was a lovely little layoff from Dobra to Horton as well. And Horton had been frustrated that he wasn't able to take that shot.
Wow. They are literally getting ripped. They're literally getting torn a new one on Wrexham. And I didn't expect it. And we've got
area. It's probably 14 yards from the goal line, left hand side.
So, Harrogate are beating Gillingham.
Try for the top corner with a shot, or it could be one of those. Well, we'll take a shot.
Oh, here we go. I can tell you guys about. Oh, I hate when that happens because it stops that. I just. Man, oh, bugger off, man. Because every time that happens, it's taking off the radio commentary. So it means I've got to go and re-find the link again to even go and start the commentary again. Because people keep trying to ring me when they know I'm busy doing something. I'm going to have to put it in a minute. 1-1. And, to make it even worse, Long Eaton United 1, Grantham Town 0. Cambridge are a good side. I'm just praying now that nobody else rings because it takes the commentary off for me.
This is the 10th time Paul Cook has come head to head with Phil Parkinson.
Now I've got to try and figure out scores, and now I've got to add it is Long Eaton are 1-0 up.
Forward by Wrexham, but Vic Simons comes to the edge of his 6-yard box and takes that. And it's the first manager that Paul Cook has ever come
Dartford
head to head against
have
double figures of times.
It's 1-1, and Sheffield Wednesday are still 0-0.
He's had matches that he's played managers more often, but when he was a Sligo Rangers in Ireland.
Yep.
The first time he's managed against anybody 10 times.
Yep. So let's go on to here, then I can read. Because I'm going to just read you guys out because they've updated it to let you know how the goal happens. I can let you guys know. And it also was a big decision as well, which they're saying the referee got wrong. They're saying here that Dobra caught the keeper off guard by nipping the ball, nipping in and stealing the ball on the edge of the box before playing the ball to Banks, who lift the ball over the last defender into the back of the net. Banks claims the goal, but Dobbs, who deserves the credit there. Brilliant. Because theoretically, he did all the hard work and one guy just decided I'll tap it in. And then the big decision is this. Dobra goes down, it's clearly fouled, but the big question is whether it was inside the area or out. But the referee said it was out, looking very close, big decision there. But I would have said, I would have been annoyed by that if we were 1-0 up, but we're 2.
It's just best to just to pick the ball and take the free kick. Anyway,
I didn't know he takes penalties. I didn't know he's a penalty taker.
Jeff King feigns to take it and steps back now, plays it down the right hand side to Mandeville, who's got round his man McFadden.
Oh.
Got to the byline, opportunity for a cross coming. Put out for another corner kick to Chesterfield.
Ah.
So that was a clever free kick there from King.
Yeah, good play from Mandeville there. Flicked it round his man, got to the
Here we go.
Shimanga and Clark warming up. That's what the applause.
It is. The score is Long Eaton United 1, Grantham Town 1.
Ball for the corner kick.
No, Harry Wood.
So every Wrexham player back.
And some Chelsea news. Charlie Masonda is joining Levante from Chelsea.
Quite nodded back into the danger area. Wrexham hack it clear, but there's nobody on the halfway line. So Mandeville gets that, pokes it out nicely to Jeff King.
And now, so it basically, because of that reason, I'll keep an eye on him.
Quickly, it's a bit of head tennis, comes out to Banks, he's thinking about a shot, but he's pushed wide, he's played it towards Mandeville, but stolen behind the back line. I think Mandeville could possibly have been offside there. He got so much room after he passed it through, but just a little bit overhead and it's out for goal kick, and rapidly taken by Mark Howard.
So their game could potentially get called off.
Throw in, just down in front of us, 33 minutes played. Chesterfield Wrexham nil. Joe Cook, Chesterfield defender.
Oh,
I would have thought that,
yeah, because I went to a Havant game about two seasons ago and won, and they played about 70 minutes, and the game got called off on the 70th minute because the rain wasn't just coming down; it was thundering down. And one guy's just put the Wrexham comeback is on. How can the Wrexham comeback be on when you're 2-0 down? And you don't even look like that's going to score. They don't even look like they're doing anything.
33 minutes, and that's where you need to be when there's a weapon like that.
You know that Wrexham's first chance of the game has taken 31 minutes. So it shows how defensively we've been. And that's a good thing. I'm still shocked that Jeff King scored. Because that guy hardly ever scores for us. And if the league table stays as it is, Hebburn Town will go top of the league and Stockton Town will be second. Grantham Town will be third and Pontefract will be sixth, but it is only 2 games in. And still a lot of time. No! No, don't tell me that, please. That's my cousin. No, I don't believe that. No. Wednesday don't get rested. Don't get rested. Like, my cousin wouldn't believe that for a second, even though he's actually there. Reece James has got a red card. Reece James.
It's just overhit it to Dobra, and Hosanna coming backwards gets that one.
But have they actually shown the replay of it?
Hosanna on the right hand side, still in the Wrexham half. They're up to the halfway line.
I don't think.
Jamie Jones.
Nah. Nah.
Conceded by the Sparrows once more.
I will back Sheffield Wednesday, but if it's dirty, then until I see it.
In the book for
back. back. But until I see it, then I might have a different opinion.
No foul given by the referee, but Wrexham turn it over after Liam Mandeville got it back. McFadgen's still down, holding his face. The referee ought to probably stop play now if it's a facial job for him. He's holding his nose right in front of the referee, but the ball's been put out by Wrexham.
Yeah, they're just a bit behind. They're just announcing about Mansfield getting 1 goal back.
Accidental or otherwise in his face.
And Grantham Town are down to 10 men.
He's got his body in between him and the ball.
And it is 1-0 Cleethorpes Town against Tadcaster. And it's 1-0 Doncaster. Oh, that's Stockport County. After message my cousin and see what his views on it. Cause he's actually oh.
Unknown to Paul Cook, his brother of course had a good spell at MK Dons as well. Anyway, he's off the field. We're back on with the game, and Chesterfield boot the ball deliberately all the way through to Mark Howard. A few score lines in the National League. It's Bournemouth 0, Aldershot 1. Maidenhead 1, Altrincham 0. Maidstone 0, Dorking 1. Oldham 0, Wealdstone 2. As the ball put into touch by Tyrone Williams.
I just put to him, do you think that's a red card?
Woking 1, Scunthorpe 0. And so I think if we possibly look at the live table, that might be interesting reading, because looking at the live table, Chesterfield are the only team on 7 points. So let's hope it stays like that.
Wait, don't jinx, please. Do not jinx us, please.
That's not the situation. The ball played into the centre by McFadgen. Good, confident punch away from Ross Fitzsimons, and it finds King, who's over on the left this time. Just has the ball nicked off him. It stops dead as well to give Wrexham the opportunity to move it forward, but good pressing from Dobra there. Wins the ball back for Chesterfield. He's crossing the halfway line.
Oh, let's get some more.
Again from Bryce Susanna, not the first time.
If Chesterfield stay and the result stays as it is, and nobody else scores a lot of goals, Chesterfield will go top after 3 games.
Inside forward.
Which surprised me, because I don't think we'll be up there this early.
Hoofed over his own shoulder by Mandeville out into touch for a throw in on the halfway line, well away from Ben.
Yep, Maidenhead.
38 on the clock, 2-0 on the scoreboard in the favour.
Yep. Here we go. And it's 2-0 Stockton Town. And Bridlington are 1-0 up.
Does well. That's a decent ball into the centre towards Molly. Oh, what a phenomenal piece of defensive play from Jamie Grimes there.
James Wilson. You mean the James Wilson who used to play for Manchester United?
Before it got anywhere near Mullin. That was. Well, we'll hear one defender talking about that when we've got a little bit of a break in play.
They're going up. They are going to go up.
Clearance, not a great one, but not good control from Wrexham, and Mandeville picks it up. Throws it, plays it up to the chest of Dobra, who's got Quigley running into some space. Quigley and on the left touch line. And Tozer goes in.
Penalty to Ponty. Priestley is upended by the keeper in the box. Allen's penalty is saved down low.
But just how good and how difficult was what we just saw from Jamie Grimes.
I mean, yeah, quality from Jamie Grimes. You look like, I think it's Mullin, looked like he was going through on goals. A great ball from the other striker. But Grimes, he's just got
Mansfield, let's find where they are on here, and I can have a look.
That's really good defending. Probably stopped a goal as well. So well done, Jamie Grimes, and also Quigley at the
is this at Grimsby?
Balls, winning corners. That's what you've got to do in games like this.
Yep. So I'll get that up, and I can put that on the stream, because then we can have a bit of a discussion on that, because that's going to be another debate. Then why start the game in the first place if
Wrexham picked up by Banks shoots, says everybody, and he's doing exactly that. Oh, and he's taken I thought it took a deflection out, but might have hit a blue sock there. It's gone out.
I've been at a game in, and this is what makes it more embarrassing, in National League South for 70 minutes in that sort of condition when it was like a Barnsley, and then gets called off. Oh, can't stand that git.
Good run there from Mullin, but he's not quite got the legs to.
Oh, I can't even spell Grimsby. Gra. G. Oh, it's G-R. Oh, it's G-R-I-S.
One stat about Ollie Banks that I really
Yeah, S-P-Y. Yeah, because
I've never checked whether it's ever been done before, but I suspect not. He made his debut in the Football League for Rotherham, coming off the bench for his cousin.
Grimsby Town. Yep, the fixture has been abandoned. But yeah, because you know what was weird? 2 hours ago, the sky looks all right. Then suddenly it's just come on.
Former Chesterfield manager, and he's had a couple of Santi just battling on the edge of the box.
I want to see if someone's actually got an actual photo.
On the edge of the 10-yard circle now, puts Horton into the ball.
If someone's actually got a photo of the ground just from a supporter or something like that, so we can actually have a good image. Because the only image that they got is when the game didn't get called off and it looked all right.
Tackle comes in, falls kindly from McFadden, plays it back to his goalkeeper, left foots it out. That's going to be one in the air by Banks, is it?
Yeah.
Took it on his boot. It wasn't quite
because
enough, and well, Oldacre
Bolton, and you know what, that's another team that people have picked to win the league this year.
Pro football. Nicky Junior's playing in America as we speak.
But except there's a Bolton, there's a Bolton fan that I watched, and they went and won a game 3-0, and he goes just as they're about to score, he goes, "We're gonna piss the league." If they're gonna do that, they'll go so clear that they won't lose the game.
Oh, it's put over the bar by. I think that's Dobber, isn't it? There in the.
Oh, we knew he went 3-0 up.
Disappointed with that, but to be honest, he got no.
Who were Grimsby Town playing?
Again, that attack's come from Dobber pressing. Won it back nice on the left hand side.
I'm just trying to find out who. I'm just trying to find out who Grimsby are actually playing. Carlisle. Yeah, because I'll type them in and see if they've got any. Yeah, just to see if they've got any images.
Inadvertently onto the head of McFadden, and that just slows the ball down, and then it didn't quite get through to Asante. Played back to the goalkeeper by Max Cleworth. Played out to this near side for Wrexham, still on the halfway line. Cleworth starts to move forward. He's got Oldacre in front of him. Forced to go sideways, forced back into their own half. 2 minutes of normal time remaining in this first half. Listen to 1866 Spotlight.
Yeah, that's why I.
Brian Hazanu takes it well as well, plays it.
Because you got to.
Well, Williams gets a great
Yeah.
on that.
Because you got to think who in the there's 2 teams in the Football League that do the furthest travelling, which is Hartlepool, Carlisle, and Plymouth. You got to think, and they're playing Carlisle away. Carlisle having travelled to them, and that could be a long way back for them. So they've not really thought on that one, and that's why I'm a bit appalled. But at least they're not. At least it's not somewhere down south and it's happened, or further down the country. At least it's only across the country at the other end. I won't be surprised if any other game gets called off during this time. But Bolton are 1-0 up, folks. Yep, they're saying here the referee has decided that there's too much standing water on the pitch to continue.
All happy on the ball, can run with the ball, and all good runners as well. So when we do take the ball off Wrexham in their half the pitch, or in our half the pitch, sorry, we do look lively on the counter.
And that's
Grimes takes that well.
Yeah.
And from Mullin, who's backtracking well, but he's not going to catch Dobra, who's played it out wide left to Asante. 3 blue shirts in the box. Asante gets there now.
And what's weird, that the photo that I've seen from Grimsby before they actually played, the pitch actually doesn't look that bad. The pitch doesn't look that bad on kick-off, but it's just as it gradually goes on.
Back flick from Asante towards Mandeville, who's over on the right-hand side now. But Wrexham read that situation well and clear it, but only as far as Ollie Banks. Still in Wrexham territory. Does a 1-2. Played up towards Quigley on the edge of the box.
Oh, nearly 3-0 there.
He didn't quite get hold of that. He put plenty of power on it. He's a 4th official.
Oh, come on, let's see if there's any goals here.
Fair enough. 2 goals, 2 bookings.
It's now Stockton 2-0. Bridwin Turner down to got a red card.
3 thinking about it, but we'll settle for 2. 2-0 the Sparrows lead. You are listening to 1866 Sport Live with National News.
Half time, Dartford 1, having the Waterlooville 1.
2-0 to the Spires. Good burst forward there, and a shot from Mullin. Close, but
yeah, first shot by Paul Mullen, it does bugger all.
He knew it was going wide from the moment it left. Well, it wasn't too wide.
Oh. So when was this taken? So this image was taken that they have.
Think of anything unusual that Fitzsimons has happened.
Just to say,
Good catches, he's done one good.
Yeah. Oh no. This photo I'm gonna put on for you guys was taken at 22 minutes past 6.
At this stage in this corresponding fixture last season, Chesterfield had dominated.
This is what the ground at Grimsby looked like before their game got called off.
Nothing to lose. Just went gung ho and he scored 2 to beat Banks.
Versus Carlisle.
As Banks somehow scuffs that to Dobra. It was probably the worst pass he's done all season, but it found a Chesterfield man and Mandeville tackle. The ball goes up there. Shove on Darren Oldacre there. Free kick to Chesterfield.
Because. But yeah, but if it's a staff, the staff's there to calm you down.
I've never called him Darren, to be fair.
All right, fair enough.
He's not much of a Darren. He's more of a DJ.
Yeah, because I'm just. There we go. I can do that because that's that, and I'll show you the image in a minute, folks.
He just tried to squeeze that through to Banks, who trying to get hold of it. Oh, and well, I thought it was going to be a foul, but that was the half-time whistle blown by.
Here we go. Ooh, I'm just trying to figure out who it is that's coming off.
2-0 to the good. Goals by Jeff King on 10. Ollie Banks on 23 with.
Oh, I know that is. Yeah, he's a good player.
So far, so good.
Yeah, can't complain, can you?
No, he's not dragged him down. He's always trying to do is trying to talk. He's trying to grab hold of him to try and speak to him, but he's having none of it. That's what's happened.
But overall, I think we fully deserved the 2-0 lead, and yeah, we've been excellent.
And you should. And Portsmouth have equalised, folks.
Which area of the pitch are Chesterfield winning this game at?
I think the second ball. I think the turnover in play.
Colby Bishop has equalised for Pompey. And that's half time in the game between Chesterfield and Wrexham. I'm going to show you this image. This is what I'm about to show you. So if it's going to take a long time to do because it's quite a big image, so it's blown it up. This is Grimsby's ground at 22 minutes past 6. 22 minutes past 6, and this is what Grimsby's ground looked like before kick-off. So from that looks playable. That looks playable. In every sense of the word, that is playable. And Charlton are 3-0 up against Plymouth.
Following an accident.
So Plymouth are 3-0 down away at Charlton. And do you want to know what's funny? And you're gonna think this is laughable. Do you want to know what's laughable? Pife has actually put on his Instagram that he's actually gone to Charlton away. He must be pissed. Look at that. That's at 22 minutes past 6. But oh, I saw it because it was on my little screen. It looked good. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, so you can tell that out of all the 3 games that have been called off tonight, the one that actually deserves more praise than any other is Chippenham, because they've done it in time that the other team don't have to travel. Here we go. I'm going to read you guys some of the comments that people have actually tweeted in response to the game getting called off. And you'll be able to hear from people themselves. And a lot of them are appalled. One's put, it's a bit of rain, it's a man's game. And then one's put, can't handle a bit of rain, FF FFS, if you guys know what that stands for, because stuff like that. That's saying they can't handle a bit of rain. Then the other one said, it is magical. No, not that one. Just trying to see if they got any others on here. Now, this is what I feel sorry for some people. And this one comment sets the tone for the reason why I think games should be called off a lot earlier. Because this person put for FSS, because I won't swear on here, lads, I got off work early for this. There you go. That comment has just nipped it. It's basically said the whole thing in one. And that is it. So people have had to take work off. If they're a Carlisle fan, they would have to take work off for travelling. Yeah. Oh, because it hasn't popped up on mine yet, so I can let people know when stuff happens, because it's not just popped up quite yet, because I'm a bit behind. Yeah, I'm just keeping it as it is at the moment, because I've got the commentary on, but I've had to turn it down due to the fact that during half time they play music on the radio, their radio station. We're going to go quickly, I'm going to go quickly back for you guys to have a look at the other one, which is the one that started this entire debate, which is Forest Green, because I actually want to see what some people have put in response to this. And you know what else I've just, and people stay and watch the stream, because I've just found another image, and Bobo Glimple beating Dynamo Zagreb, an actually decent team, because they beat Rome about twice, and Rangers are 1-0 down. So the first image, guys, that I showed you, that was an hour ago for Forest Green. The next image I'm about to show you, folks, this is from 3 hours ago. And this is of the actual pitch from behind one of the goals. Even now that I've seen that, and you want to know what's funny? It's Ibrahim Sangare. Ibrahim Sangare has scored. He's a decent player on FIFA. And here we go, folks. This is the image of Forest Green Rovers' pitch 3 hours ago. Compare it to the hour ago photo that I showed you. That pitch looks playable. And that's when it wasn't raining. That looks playable. So what makes the excuse the difference a 2-hour window makes? So guys, I'm keeping it on for a few more minutes, just so that so a lot of you guys can actually see what it's like, because that's their image. So just to explain, if you guys have, and this is to explain it again for people who have turned up late, 3 games got called off, 2 which I think it's a bit of a stupid decision. One was a bit early before kickoff, about 50 minutes before kickoff, which is a bit weird, because yeah, and one was after 40 minutes. So we've shown the Forest Green Rovers pitch just as it got called off, as it was saying it was chucking it water pitch. And that was an hour ago. Then this one you're seeing now is Forest Green Rovers pitch 3 hours, so 2 hours before that picture, or the weather changed, basically. And that's when it was. So basically, something has clicked for them to call off the game in less than 2 hours. All I'm just waiting for now is just an image now from Grimsby, so they can show what their pitch looks like. So then we can have a different image for that one as well, because yeah, because I think Rangers 1-1, get in, and There's a goal. Bridlington have scored right on half time. And they're also turning up and down to 10 men. And somehow, by some goddamn miracle, and I don't know how, and I cannot believe I'm going to be even saying this, Chesterfield are turning up against Wrexham. And that's a shock. But the difference could be that we've gone and spent nearly 10 signings. I don't think Wrexham have really bought anyone. So pretty much they not got out of first gear. But there is some good news for Ponty. They're actually playing. They look like they're playing quite well because they're saying Ebert are really penned in their box here. How we've not scored is beyond me with the chances we've had. Sounds like and I can tell from just that one sentence that he's a very passionate person. Because that shows passion. When you put something in a statement like that as passion. And that's what I like. Oh, the new signing scored. Yeah, because at the club I do now, AFC Portchester, the guy that does media for him is the vice chairman for them. And I'll be back in a moment and I'll answer some of your questions in a minute. The thing that they're playing again is not come out of first gear. Jesus Christ! I clipped the back end of my foot clip there. Because sometimes you've done that. Yeah, I've done it on that occasion. Frank, you stay. I don't want you getting in anywhere near me, my food. Really. Hello everyone, put your question in the chat. Yeah, we're 2-0 up. Guys, put your question in the chat. Like, subscribe if you are new. And hopefully there'll be a good second half on the way, and hopefully get some interesting results as well in all the other games. Yeah, what I'm doing at the moment, I'm just putting something in for people, just to say, to get some questions in the chat, and then we can get conversations going. Oh, it's Blackpool 1-0 up. No, it's just any that I just don't mind just any questions, but just don't make them stupid. Like, just ask. It's like just don't ask anything stupid and ridiculous. Yeah, like stuff like that. Just ask, and also because I do football-based watch-alongs, just anything that's related to what I'm doing, so football-based, I'll answer any questions based on that. If anyone wants to ask my opinion on anything, I'll happily answer it. Some I'll refuse to, depending on who it is. Depends on the type of the question. Sometimes I'll refuse to answer if I say something wrong about a certain team, it could cause a bit of a rift. So I'll sometimes refuse to say stuff for that reason, and then people just got to respect if I don't say it, due to not making it worse on stream for myself. But let's have a look. Second halves are on the way, and it is Brighouse are 1-0 up against Stockbridge Park Steels.
Both teams were hoping to catch Stockport, really, as the referee gets us on the way.
And the second half, folks, is back on the way.
Straight away picks out Oldacre and he clears it up, and it goes into touch by the Eastern Block 3. Block 1 and 2, well, Block 1's empty today. Block 2's got a few people in it. I think there are a few people from the Camping Spire that have been popped in there. Good little nick from Port to take the ball off Azano. He's been forced back towards his own goal, but he turns and finds Dobra, 2 red shirts around him. Now back to Grimes. Good composed play by the Chesterfield defence there, and Asante gets on his chest. A little bit of a nudge in the back from Tozer. But, no foul given, no foul called for.
Come on, Chesterfield. Even if he stays at 2-0, I'll be happy.
The 2 goals. Oh, and fortunate bounce for Jamie Grimes there. He got 2 red shirts either side of him. It's fallen kindly for Wrexham and goes out for a corner for them. Bang on the first minute, at the end of the first minute. Their first corner of this second half. It was 3-3 in corners in the first half. And it's on the right hand side, so it's going to be left footer Tom O'Connor to take this. So Wrexham fans you can hear singing, trying to lift their team, who trail by 2-0 in this.
Come on, Chesterfield, do not have a shite second half, please.
Comes in from, and it's overhit, and it's going to go out harmlessly.
Way.
And, well, if the corner's coming like that, Joe Cook, Chesterfield will concede a corner every minute.
Yeah, not the best delivery on the Wrexham player. They're a little bit long. I can imagine Wrexham.
Oh, it is Walsall 1, Barrow 2.
For Wrexham not too pleased with only getting 1 shot on goal in the first half. So I can imagine them coming out of the blocks quite quick in the second half.
So goal kick, Ross Fitzsimons set to take.
Huh,
Right,
and Huddersfield are down to 10 men.
Everybody up towards the halfway line. Chesterfield not been playing it out from the back. Well, neither Wrexham today. It's not that sort of game today with the rain before the match, making the pitch just zippy and slippy. As Hosanna picks it up right on the right-hand side touchline, plays it infield to...
Let's now get that in, because this is actually... I actually like that some games are getting called off, because at least we're having... I got other things that we can have a look and discuss, and it actually looks a bit interesting.
Underhit that, the Chesterfield right back, but a good intercept.
I don't think they've put it on...
Oldacre lays it back to Ty Williams.
Yeah.
And he plays it back
I don't... They haven't really put anything up on Twitter about that yet.
Closes down the keeper, forcing him to kick it quicker than he ideally would have.
Just 7 hours ago, it said, pick up your programme.
Now with Asante on the halfway line, tries to squeeze it into the Chesterfield midfield, but
that's what I'm having to refresh it so many times and it's still not popped up.
Look to take quickly, but Dobra spots that and runs up right in front of the ball. And it's going to be
Oh!
Jones or
Oh,
this leaves
yeah, it's just not come up for me yet at all.
by the normal dead ball taker O'Connor, and he's taking it to the right hand side. Now O'Connor plays it in the centre. That was a poor ball in, and Asante gets it, plays it infield towards Dobra. He's got 2 red shirts in front of him, but finds Asante going up to the halfway line. Oh, and he saw.
Oh, that's helpful. That's very helpful, because then I can see like the times and stuff.
Great run from Horton. It has to be said.
Great run from Horton, unlucky from Asante. See what he's trying
Yep,
to do.
it's been, yeah, that was 2 hours ago. Due to horrendous weather and flooding in the area, tonight's game against Sheffield FC has been postponed.
By the visitors, but Williams goes in there again, and it's played back to his own goalkeeper by Jeff King. There's no red shirt bearing down on him this time. Rolls it out to...
Goes crazy night, crazy August night for our season at home debut. Safety first, safe travels home, stay safe, see you all Saturday. That is respect. That's good. I like that, because you always think about your fans over you playing football. Because it's safety first at the end of the day. And it should happen in every ground around the country. But it even says here from someone who's called Sheffield FC Score, said, I saw the pitch, no other decision they could have made, mad weather. Stockport have equalised, folks. Stockport have equalised.
I didn't see any contact there, but
no, I didn't see anything either. Tough lad though, King, I'm sure.
Oh, Stone Island
yeah,
guy.
it's tougher when Chesterfield's 2-0 down than 2-0 up. But isn't everybody?
Yeah. I'd like to think
I bet you he must be absolutely drenched.
Yeah. Well, once that gets to sort of 75 minutes and it's still 2-0, well, you never can relax and you can never turn off, can you?
No, exactly.
But,
I've been to the Valley. Not a bad ground.
Second to score a goal. And the ball out at the moment with McFadden. He's got a bit of space on the left hand side. Played it out and he's undercut that ball. Well read by King.
I love this. It says charting away is on way too early.
1v1 on that far side.
It's miserable, Stone Island. I love that. That's hilarious.
Just overrun it. Quigley was, I think, knew he was offside. It's a good switch field ball to Asante. Out to Horton now.
Come on,
no
get a third, please.
Yet, but there is now with Quigley. Comes into us. Quigley's got something on it.
Oh, lucky.
Up from behind him. The goalkeeper has to gather that under the bar. But again, that was a good move. Switch from right to left for the Sparrites.
Good ball from DJ out to Horton.
And Oldham have got to go back against Wheelstone.
Just a little bit behind Quicks that time, but yeah, it's a positive start.
So Chesterfield fans you can hear now in the West Stand, and played forward too far by Wrexham. And so Ross Fitzsimons comes to the right side of his 18-yard area, skids along.
Oh my God. Yep, sounds like Ponty are getting really, really, really annoyed.
Off the deck, it's,
He put all in.
right footed out, down towards
He-
Quigley in
he-
the right position. King wins it in the air though, and only
Wow.
finds Jamie Jones. Now an opportunity to break forward for.
Wow.
But straight away,
Literally, he's put all in capital letters, like he's absolutely frustrated. How are we not level?
Big clip there, surely that was a free kick. It's gone out for a throw too.
And Wickham have got to go back.
I think that confirms that it absolutely should have been a free kick. If,
And we play Notts County next. So imagine if we win this, Notts County should actually be fearing us. If we go and beat Wrexham, because it's not going to be good for them going into a big game like up against us. Because that game against Notts County is a derby.
And the racecourse ground, which they claim is the oldest sporting venue in the world. It was a racecourse, as the name suggests, way before it was a football ground. And this is the 124th meeting between these two teams. Chesterfield have played no team more than Wrexham in history. Bonfire night 1921. The first match at the racecourse.
Oh my! Wow, it's been some big news in some transfer. Man United's deal to sign Rabiot from Juventus is off. Yep, so that means we can go in for him because there's only two clubs that want him, and that's us and Atletico Madrid.
Corner kick, but as a defender, Joe, just talk us through what DJ Albaker had to do there.
That's a good thing.
In his own area, running diagonally towards his own goal.
I mean, again,
Here we go.
Brilliant. He's tracking his man. He's got goal side of him, and he's slid in, just nicked it away from him. It's as good as a goal.
Here we go. They've actually put some information about the Forest Green thing. Said thunderstorms heavy rain in Gloucestershire in the hours leading up to kick-off, causing flooding. Following a pitch inspection by the ref, the surface was deemed unplayable.
So he's hit that towards the centre, and it's bobbing around. Awkward for the Chesterfield defender. They've got something on.
But from the images that we've got, it didn't look like it was unplayable.
I think I didn't pick that up, but the referee agreed.
But it did say flooding along the side of the new lawn pitch was caused by torrential rain. So all the side of the pitch, basically where the dugouts are, the front of the dugouts were flooded.
By Fitzsimons, but no, he was rolling the ball back to take
Oh, I love my cousin. When he walked up to the stadium, took a photo of it, saying, "What the fuck is that?" He's saying it's a shite stadium.
Partially cleared by Wrexham, but only as far as Oldacre. A beautiful ball to Quigley, who's got two red shirts around him. Plays it to Dobber on this near side, the left. Now Banks has got space on the right if he can see it. Well, we know he can see it, and he's played it to Oldacre. And King's got on a run, but Oldacre plays the 1-2 with Mandeville. It is now with King on the touchline on the far side, the Chesterfield right. And he's got two red shirts in front of him. Plays it off the shins of one of them.
Wow, Dorking 2-1 up, folks.
Tozer would be liking to take them from, but it's a Chesterfield throw-in. And Mandeville's the man.
Oh my God. How are Ponty not level? They've now hit the bar.
Mandeville, score of the winner on Saturday, received down by the corner flag, plays it back to his son.
What is it? He's just put Picton off the bar, and he's put in shouting commas. Oh my God. What's it just going to take for them to score a goal?
Asante edge of the 18-yard area now. Dobry in the D, plays it forward to Quigley. If he can find the space to shoot, he does, but it's a chance.
Yeah, it looks frustrating. There we go. Cleethorpes are now. Yeah. Cleethorpes 2-0 against Tadcaster, and Stockton are 3-0 up.
And make sure a red shirt doesn't get on that one. Back to Grimes, booted up towards the halfway line, and he's having his shirt pulled, not given, and Asante just gets into it quickly on the halfway line, picks it up there. He's got
and Salford are being Newport 1-0.
Dobra just left of the 18-yard area. Three blue shirts coming in late. Dobra still on the ball. Is he going to have a shot? He is. He's just got a couple of yards wide. It wasn't all that far away.
It wasn't all that far away, no.
What a piece of play from
Come on. If it stays like this, we go top of the league.
In the last couple of minutes, Joe Cook.
Yeah, he's doing them hard yards, DJ. Doing them jobs no one else wants to do, but
surprises me because I didn't expect to be top of the league. But the other teams would be up there.
And yeah, DJ's having a great game so far. Hopefully it continues.
So double substitution, I think.
And Wrexham will be 14th.
The visitors. So number 7.
So is that
Jordan Davis coming for Elliot Lee, who's not really troubled too much today. And the second substitution is Jacob.
It's gone for Bar. Scum for Barshite, and that class of so one of our derbies is that, and I think we always seem to have heated battles, and every time we go to Scumfucks, it's always seems we lose or win.
And Davis on for
Maidstone are 2-0 up, are 2-2 against Dorking.
Fitzsimons under pressure from Mullin, decides against bowling it out to Van, placing it down on the edge of his 18-yard area to kick right-footed, flat trajectory up towards Quigley. His arm being pulled. Quigley flicks it out.
Here we go.
Mandeville and cleared away by Wrexham. One in the air by Tyrone Williams, but the ricochet didn't fall kindly for him, although he did well playing it back to Fitzsimons, and Palmer was in there charging it down, and I think that must have been a handball from Palmer as he charged it down. It's a free.
Wait and see if anything else happens, folks. Put your question in the chat, like, someone subscribe, you are new.
The visitors then, Mendy for McFadzean and Davis for Lee.
And
60 minutes marks
Mansfield are 3-2 up.
Substitutions, but you know, while it's like this at the moment, Joe, Paul Cook will be thinking, well, let's keep it like this for a bit, perhaps. Anyway, Quigley the ball, gets a left-footed shot, great save!
Oh!
To Asante, who I thought might have been offside when he gets it, but it's outside the area again. Good save from the keeper from Quigley.
This is just a shot. We're making Wrexham look like they're a bang average mid-able side. The side who didn't.
Fresh legs manages to get that cleared away by Wrexham, put into touch by the head of Grimes. Just down in front of
Paul Mullins had one shot and he nearly scored from it. But that was in the first half, and that was it, and it was just bait.
Chesterfield 2, Wrexham 0.
They've. I'm gonna look at theirs because I bet you they must be frustrated. But I know Phil Parkinson as a manager, and he'll be, and he's very. If he knows he's lost to a better team, he's always that sort of a manager who goes, we lost to a better team, we'll just go on to the next game.
Cook apoplectic with the fourth official, Will Callanan. And as I often say to Paul, it doesn't make any difference the fourth official didn't make the decision. So free kick. It's going to be taken by Jamie Jones.
Yep. But there's a Phil Parkinson that also manages in the same league, which is for Altrincham. And he's also got Phil Parkinson. So it gets really confusing. When,
knee in the back of Oldacre, and it's one of those when you feel, in positions like that, Joe, when you feel any sort of in the touching the back when you.
Wow! So look, so Wrexham have had to take off McFadzean and they've had to take off Elliot Lee. You can definitely tell they're a bit in a crisis. And what's even more weird, one of the owners of Wrexham is actually at the game tonight. You're watching a shite performance from your club. So unlucky. You know, Paul Mullins' first shot of the game was literally the 1 minute into stoppage time at the end of the first half. And he's not had a shot since.
Right footed away by Hort, goes out for a corner kick. He's on his wrong foot, but
Marcus Harness.
He put it out, corner, which Chesterfield have dealt pretty well with these so far from Wrexham. I hope I'm not doing the commentator's curse.
It wouldn't really be a commentator's curse if they were to score now, because literally we'll still be winning. It's commentator's curse if they concede an equaliser or a winner. Then Newcastle have a commentator's curse. And that's why I blame the commentator for our game on Sunday, because he thinks Chelsea have won it, and then what happens? Spurs go and score. Oh, Ipswich have scored, and Portsmouth have just scored. So I need to go and change that scoreline round. So it's now Portsmouth at 2-1 up.
Not only the fourth official, but Phil Parkinson as well. And Banks is down on the floor, obviously in some sort of.
And Barnsley are 3-0 up through Josh Benson.
Foul had been given on the first one, and Mullin just carried on, didn't he, and got him again.
Yeah. So. A little bit of artist there, a bit naughty.
Oh, Harness! What a goal by Marcus Harness!
King is having his 2 penneth worth.
And that's, yeah, I've got to quickly swap that over. Having 2 on up away at Dartford, and Dartford's a hard place to go.
Technically the national anthem of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, but it riles the Welsh supporters a little bit.
Oh, and the goal for Portsmouth was scored by Ronan Curtis.
And as I said to Akwasi on when he
Rowan. Yeah.
Ben used to be an apprentice professional here in Newton, and his dad used to play for the club as well in the 80s, yeah, and John March left back. So not seen him here tonight, but I know he'll be here somewhere.
Jeez, that rain looks like it's coming down.
But a good solid strapping left back in at a time when Chesterfield have got a relatively...
Oh my, no, that pitch is awful due to the fact that when the goalkeeper tried to kick it, the water came off the pitch.
Now, I've not seen the universal substitution sign on, and of course Chesterfield will absolutely not be wanting to
And
the banks off.
And Grimsby's not that far from Barnsley.
And well, the ponytail Perlo
I'm just saying it's not that far.
has been helped off by Ben Party.
Yeah, so it might be that the weather could have been different in one direction, and that's why they could have thought that.
And I've not seen the referee.
But if they have, then they're stupid.
So he's on the word with DJ all day. But no, he's not going to look Mullin for that. And to be fair, I would have thought because it was.
And Dagenham Redbridge.
That would have been a nailed on.
And Dagenham Redbridge are beating easily.
Anyway, free kick. Which,
I do not get this person who does Ponty's things. Says, how have we and something? He's missed out a word, and he's done it all in what?
Played it to Asante, just a little bit wide. Asante couldn't get
He's
the
get.
shot that he wanted on that, but Chesterfield have picked up a throw right down on the flag on the far side.
And do you want to know? Do you want to know what makes it even worse? Oh, the shot 2-0 up.
What you want the striker to do, pin the centre half.
And what makes it funny that we beat them? We beat Aldershot, so. So I'll take.
That's exactly what Quigley did just then.
Yeah, he's done that well tonight.
Sorry, taken backwards by Chesterfield. Oldacre switches.
And they got a keeper who I know, so and it's really. And he's not a bad keeper, but he's just has his off games, and he looks like he's having an off game.
Paul Cook has sent out Michael Jones to warm up. Putting his yellow bib on. Chesterfield have turned it over in the Wrexham half, and nice little touch there to Dobra.
Here we go. Yep, he's now added it. He's now added it all. How have we not scored? Like for the 3rd time today.
Control of the ball when he went over, so I can understand what the referee was doing then. But Wrexham on the attack now on the far side with substitute Mendy. It was a poor and wood last season. Good ball out to this near side for Hosanna. Couldn't get it. Throw in to Chesterfield. Gary Robertson, Paul Cook in conversation. Danny Webb talking to the guys on the.
Oh, so it's 1-0, 1-0, 1-1. Simple as you like.
1966 Sport Live with national windscreens, a local company with a national network.
Yeah.
Chesterfield 2, Wrexham 0, King on 10, Banks on 23. And,
I was it. I think Rangers would take a draw against PSV. I think.
See the free kick, which Wrexham looked to take quickly, just a couple of yards inside the touchline, halfway inside the Chesterfield half on the Wrexham right.
And that's not going to be easy. And
on the ball, Jones and O'Connor.
FC Copenhagen are actually 2-0, are now 2-0 up against Trabzonspor. Yep.
A token one brick. Jones puts his hand up. He does take it, right-footed, and confident take. Fitzsimons. His confidence must be sky high.
And this is the team that everyone has tipped to be the #1 favourites for the league title.
Been strong in the air, dealing with crosses.
No, I'm saying pundits a lot. A lot of pundits have put these as #1 above everyone else because of what they bought. And they started the way that everyone expected them to be. It's just now this one seems like the sending off has been the difference.
Inside left territory out to Asante down by the short. Gets and he's in the box. He's on the edge of the 6-yard area. Got it into the centre. Oh, and it just couldn't quite squeeze through to Quigley. Good defending from Wrexham. Cleared away up to the halfway line. And Palmer loses out to a combination.
There is still one thing I'm gonna say, and this is the same thing you said. How on earth can Barnsley still be playing and then 2 other games get called off in the Football League?
To be fair, he did shove Ollie Banks, but he did do a little bit of Tom Daly as well. The ponytail Perlo.
Yep.
Free kick then to Chesterfield. 3 quarters of the way through this game, Chesterfield.
Go, Harris.
Those 2 first half goals. Horton rolls it down the touchline to Asante, back to Horton.
My cousin has just gone and said and replied to some. Well, I put no. I'm ducking, cuz.
Dobra, nutmeg to find Asante down by the corner flag. He's looking for a little bit of help, a little bit of space. Plays it back to Horton. Another nutmeg there, and well, is it going to go out? Oh, Horton's kept it in. Brilliant from Horton. Plays it to back Mandeville. Oh, great save again.
Oh, nearly 3-0 Chesterfield by Mandeville.
Play was all about patience, waiting for the opportunity, then bang, it was there.
Yeah, it's good from Horton.
I told my cousin to have faith in him. I think his faith's not gone. Okay.
Pulls it back to Mannion
But
the box, curling effort towards the back stick, and it's a good save.
But their other away kit is pink.
Couple of saves from the keeper, 2 or 3. So, corner on the far side, Chesterfield rolls it along the touchline to Asante, gets it back onto his left.
Oh, the one they're showing first is Watford.
He's played the overlap to Dobra. Dobra is battling well for it, but can't.
And that's Watford 1-1, folks.
On the offensive. Oh,
And it's
the referee
Johnson
gives
caught.
a kick to Wrexham, and to be honest, he should have let him.
Johnson caught.
Oh,
Yeah, because people think I'm not going to be annoyed because you know what I'm going to say.
The referees took it to Dobra, and Dobra said, "Hey, look, they've taken the free kick, ref." So, all right, I better get on with it. So, ball gone out for a Chesterfield throw down by their own corner flag. Look at Paul Cook revving the crowd up, and the response is there for us all to hear. Well, I'll tip you off now, nice and early. I don't want to know until about the 8th.
Nah,
But
that's
you have-
just
you have to
typical
decide
one place. One.
sport man of the match.
Nah,
Alright.
it's a goal you see literally most teams score goals like that, so it's nothing new.
Only the pleasure.
And the difference was one of their players literally slipped as he headed the ball. So it's well, my cousin might say it's what it is.
Asante the other day as the ball stabbed through by Wrexham, but booted away by Jamie Grimes. He's not quite gone out into touch. But
And
Wrexham pick it up once more and then lose it.
and you know what my cousin.
A throw. Across again to Armando Dobra and Ron, who does the media. His choice of
And-
four for a public vote didn't even include Dobra in that four.
Everyone sees
Ha
Going then to Sparks. 20 minutes of time remaining. Don't forget those
Oh, you
socials. I know you'll probably want to get a
You're
little
gonna-
bit closer to full time before you send anything, because lots of things.
you're gonna laugh in a minute.
Bad or indifferent is
Grantham are down to 9.
turn the ball over, but Grimes is going to get there on his own line and play it. Oh, well, it's got out for a Tozer throw. So,
And my cousin has just put wank because of the ref 1-0.
He's going to do a Tozer throw. So Chesterfield concentration and max.
He blamed the ref, but he also said wank, as in it's been a rubbish performance from them as well. But it doesn't excuse that the refs also had a poor game, but also Dave had a poor game as well.
So if you're one of those more than
So it's a bit
11,
of both.
That's the 11th corner of the game. So I did say to one of the guys on the table that I was sitting on before the game.
I can't because I'm using the phone to literally do the commentary on there. If I use my phone, the commentary on my speaker goes off. Yeah, that's why I use my phone. Phone for that.
Decent ball in, but it's Dobra that's always
Yeah, I'm straight.
far. Heads it clear from the
And Ponty have made a couple of subs. Mikey Donner's come on.
They haven't. Wrexham have still got hold of the ball, but it's partially clear.
And
Dobra, the man who
I'm gonna get this guy's name wrong, but you can help me out on this one.
carried through to goal.
Is it Is it Donahue?
No, I think that was a sensible thing
Donahue?
to do,
AY?
and, rolls it out.
Or is it Jack Donhag?
Probably the first time he's not kicked it out.
Donhag? Donnag?
Might be imagining that.
I thought, why has he got what?
The sub down the left-hand
And it's
side.
just the last bit of the name I cannot
Maybe stuff, but it's an opportunity.
No, because they got some substitutes. Mike, yeah.
Palmer there, not given, just inside the box.
And then Mikey Dunn's come on.
But they've got it back and quickly plays it to Asante on the halfway line. Asante's got a lot to do. He's got Hosanna.
Who's that?
Waiting for some support. But he's past Hosanna now. He's played it out to Brandon Horton. He's not going to get there. He does. He just keeps it in.
Oh,
Horton's
got me
got
a
Dobra just
cord.
inside him. Quigley's in the box as well. So here's Asante. Playing towards Asante. Oh, and just too wide for Asante. Not far enough for Quigley. Chesterfield throw in down by the corner flag on this near side. Still no Chesterfield substitutions, but the three backroom staff, Webb, Robertson, Cook, in conversation on the dugout. What's the referee's going to book somebody here.
And it's also 4-2 Mansfield.
I think about that penalty call, I think. So Palmer's in the book for chirping. And a throw.
And Portsmouth a 3-1.
Ready to Chesterfield to take the throw because he's still writing down Ollie Palmer's name.
Oh, I need to change that because I've got that wrong. It's actually Peterborough 1-0 up.
18-yard area. So Brandon Horton again with the throw. Throws it into Asante. Three red shirts around it. Plays it to Dobra.
And that's
Dobra on the left
free.
of the box. What's he going to do?
Come on, Chesterfield, can we get a third, please?
Ah. Going high and wide from the moment it left his foot. But you know what? That was really, really, really solid play as Howard just announces the attempt.
And Newport have got 1 goal back against Salford.
Coming out on a Tuesday night. I know they've got renewed enthusiasm after 14 years in the National League. Great show.
That just shows how rubbish Wrexham are. Wrexham have been in that league for 14 years.
And they're on the ball on the far side as well with Cleworth out to drops his shoulder, but he's got a wall of blue in front of him, so he's forced to go back. Back out to Mendy. Early cross comes in, and it's picked up by Wrexham, but forced towards the edge of the box. Ball comes in. Grimes heads away. Not a Chesterfield clear, and Hosanna has to come and get that. Oh.
But did you see the goal that Preston scored at the weekend against Luton? It was on the volley. Oh, and he did an acrobatic volley at the weekend. So if he can do it again, he'll win goal of the season 2 times over. And that's annoying because now it's took the commentary off for me again. If people know I'm streaming and knew that, Timothy Dine. I don't know if it's Rushy or Sean, but one thing is, they're doing that to take the commentary off, so it's making me having to keep people in the dark of what's going on in Chesterfield game. Because of some... Oh, for God's sake, I couldn't even seem to find that due to some stupid people. I'm not replying to him because I'm busy streaming. And I don't like him. It's the one I made. Because I'm just pissed off because now I can't find the stupid thing because of that git. No, but he deserves to apologise to me for that because he should know I'm streaming. Yeah, I can't find the actual comment. Yeah, because it's happened 3 times today. This has gone up because of him. Yeah, but they do it. They find it at a certain time. Certain time they actually put the actual commentary thing out. Found it. Hopefully, it doesn't get taken off again.
So Paul Cook will be. Of course,
I'm gonna do that in a minute because I'm just a bit annoyed at the moment because it's pissing me off. And yeah, but it's due to a player being sent off. That's made the difference. Oh, They can't score.
Tozer territory.
But can you tell from that they're going to be up there fighting for the league if they play like that every week?
Flat exercise that was so problematical for most of last season. But is confident that there's nobody.
2-0 Peterborough.
Headed away by Grimes, but comes out. Oh, and a completely missed volley by the.
No, I will not.
Mendy. Back out wide right to Tozer still adjacent to where he took
Oh, Omar Bogle has equalised for Newport. Home to Salford.
on Williams at the back down. And again,
Yeah, except the Wednesday one has not popped up yet.
don't forget those socials at the end. 1866 Sport on Twitter or 1866 Sport page.
And
on
Gavin Rothery has replaced James Baxendale.
collating those, and we're going to chat with Josh after the final whistle as well.
It's actually Taylor.
At the technique,
Taylor has scored.
8,000 supporters. Fitzsimons kicks towards Quigley. Well, Tozer gets him, but only finds a blue shirt. And great little switch play from Dobra to Horton, left side from him. Horton
my cousin.
to Heel, but a great challenge there from Liam Mandeville.
My cousin's at the ground having a carling.
Shot, well, he's been stamped on, not deliberately, but by Jamie Jones, but he still manages to.
He can't drink too much. He's got work. He's got
do a pirouette there to try and get away from Dave.
he's got work in the morning.
King on the right.
And it's Charlton 4, Plymouth 1.
Tozer heads it away, but Dobra takes it. He's going to try a shot here.
Way!
Well there by Hayden, to be fair.
1-1. Now he swapped. They scored over.
Behind the back line in towards Quigley, and a great hand, strong hand.
Because I've been waiting ages checking that.
Area. Wrexham have still got work to do.
And yeah, it's coming up now. But I've also got to swap another score and over quick. Oh no. No, not the same. Not the same. No, fuck. Cunt.
So he's put a shift in there, just taking a breather. Might potentially be him that comes off. Chesterfield, you can see the throw. Brandon Horn couldn't quite get his feet round that one. Can't see anybody warming up at the moment, but Dobra.
And most pundits, there were pundits #1 favourites to win the league.
Wrexham, who chested back by Tozer to goalkeeper Howard, over on to
Is that from Ponte?
onto the halfway line.
Oh, so it must have been a lucky goal.
By Wrexham in the shape of Cleworth. Moved over onto this right hand side, having been on the left for most of it since the switch that's seen a attacker come on for a defender. Now Oldacre plays it short to King.
I just text him back saying sounds like Wednesday are playing shite.
Dobra gets a touch to it, but the loose ball.
It sounds like it, but he might say the. I'll be.
Asante. Chesterfield turn it over. No, not quite. Good play there from Wrexham to maintain.
It looks.
Jamie Jones, who did well.
Him,
there on the
I can understand if you're going to say they played well in the first half, but then somehow in the second half they come out completely different, and I go, that's fair enough, because a lot of teams do that.
has picked up a corner on that left-hand side. So there you go. That's your number 12
Yeah.
corner of the afternoon or evening.
And he's replied with
I think with the way
absolutely wank.
that's the 8th corner for them, 4th for Chesterfield. The way Wrexham play, you're always going to get lots and lots and lots of corners. So not a
Yeah,
myself, but I wish I'd had
yeah, but
I've got about 11p back.
because he said in the last thing I sent him, he said, Dave just played rubbish, but also the ref has also not had a good game also. Because it's not just them.
Shot but blocked by King. I think it was there. It's still.
No, but he's not.
Now, but only as far as the Wrexham right side, and nice little challenge in from Mandeville, but the loose ball falls for Wrexham, but they are forced now through good pressing from Banks and Dobra to play it back to the halfway line, and now over on the far side it's Jacob Mendy. Chipped forward nicely with ball, is it? No, straight into the welcome arms and control of Ross Fitzsimons. 81 on the clock. You're listening to 1866 Sport Live with National Windscreen Spyright sponsors since 1984. Spyrights 2, Wrexham 0. Right
So let's see.
beyond the floodlights, and a bit of head tennis falls kindly for Wrexham. Tozer, the captain, plays it out
And it's on the 78th minute for Ponty. They give them a chance to go and get a winner.
Needs to go steady. He's in the book. He's won a throw in on the far side. And, well, Kingy's been super in.
And as it stands, Ponty have gone would be 6th. They're now going to be 3rd if it stays as it is,
The experienced Michael Jones,
which is not too bad.
Well. So
Which
Kwasi Asante is going off after that little niggling injury.
yeah, so it sounds like they still mean business because they. But they just need to take their chances a lot more regularly.
In the 82nd minute, and
Come on, Chesterfield.
Michael Jones. One experienced
At the moment, I'm listening to we got Chris Boyd talking about it at being 1-1 at 1-1 at the moment.
And when you can bring on 2 players of this calibre and not weaken the starting 11,
Wow, that just shows how much Paul Cook's gone for it. And even the commentators have even said that. Said, how on earth can you bring 2 players of that quality and not weaken the starting 11?
Aren't even on the bench, so the depth in the squad.
It's because some teams are like that. Because it sounds like there's a lot of yellow cards coming. Because Gavin Ollett's now got a yellow card, and then there's also a yellow card for your opponents, for the opponents as well. So they've all got yellow carded. What? And yeah, that's not popped up quite yet. He said here, trust me, be not being at it tonight, and that's from my cousin. So he's a proper fan who actually says it when it's wrong and will big them up when they play well. He's like that, and there is Tom Lawrence, ex. What I say, Derby? Yeah. I'm surprised he went to Rangers. I'm surprised because I wouldn't have expected it to.
He's 8 yards, 9 yards outside the 18-yard area, and Wrexham leaving 3 up on the halfway line. So Chesterfield got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders back to make sure those 3 don't break. So
jeez, wow! Cleethorpes are scoring goals for fun. It's now 4-2. Bridlington are now 3-2. Are now 3-0 up.
That's 28 yards out. We know that.
Yeah. Well, we've only got 2 players.
Yeah, there's only 2 in the box, and it's played towards one of them, and Chesterfield got a corner out of it. So that worked pretty well. And let's see what Wrexham leave up from the corner. I often feel at this stage, leave quite a few people up because it makes it easy.
Oh, here we go. So we got one game in. This is what gets confusing about this league. That one team play 1 fixtures on a Wednesday, then you got 2 fixtures on a Saturday, and then 1 fixture on a Monday. So some teams are going to be behind in fixtures.
They've got to go for it now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely right.
So Ponty don't play into the 20 into. Yeah.
And it's, it just wouldn't fall for Ollie Banks.
Who's to?
Oh, what a save again!
Oh.
He might have been at fault.
Oh.
2 Chesterfield goals.
And Pontefract's next game, they're playing Concept.
And Jamie Grimes there. Wow.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
Didn't expect that from Grimesy, but he swiveled on it, made a decent save, or made the keeper make a decent save.
And Dartford.
Cooper with a corner from the left-hand side, and it's gone.
Oh, thank God. Way! And you know what's going to make this even worse is Plymouth Argyle 1, Charlton 5.
The ball just went to DJ Oldek, who tried to kick it back towards the corner. It accidentally went through the gap of the 2 adverts and into the Wrexham.
Yeah, they play Concept, and then their next one, they are actually Lincoln United away. Yeah, I bet Pieface has gone to the pub because it's now 5-1 Charlton.
Big screen over in the corner, but 2-0 to the Starlights.
I just think that's funny. He's gone all that way up to Charlton and they're getting absolutely battered. And then at the end of the month, Monday the 29th of August, Ponty play Ossett United at home. Now that's going to be,
It's
if they're up near the top by then they might have a good atmosphere for that one, because they might have more people come. If they're up at near the top by then.
going in there by Mandeville, the furthest man back for Chesterfield, or closest man.
Go on, Chesterfield, just keep
Davis is going to take this
keep
one.
going for it.
He'll just take a terrific dead ball, it has to be said. So get those social medias in.
And
now.
Barnet are 2-0 up against
Corner comes into the
Yeovil.
centre and it's headed away out for a goal kick. The ball, not quite sure who got on the end of it, but it was 15 yards wide.
I think it's
Another corner, is it? All right, yeah, it must have been defended. Yeah.
it's not.
I was going to say the referee was definitely pointing towards a goal kick. It just went into a melee, didn't it?
Yeah, they seem to wait in the box for a little bit.
Right, okay. Ball caught.
Come on, Chesterfield, just keep
Calm.
the pressure going and let's try and see if you get more goals.
And Danny Webb doing some signals that I don't quite understand, but I'm sure there's some logic. The rain is coming down again here, by the way, at the Technique Stadium as it's headed down by Rhymes, played for by Horton, but it's intercepted by Wrexham. Exactly that. Goal kick, 88-15 on the clock now. So I've got to ask you for your Chesterfield 1866 man.
Chesterfield fans are saying cheerio, the Wrexham fans are starting to leave because they just know they've lost.
Well, I could make a case for all of them, to be fair, but I'm gonna give it to Kingy purely for the first goal, bit of quality, and that really set us up for the rest of the game, really. And he's had a good game.
And not long after, Yeovil got one back against Barnet.
I think he's covered every blade of grass in that middle of the pitch, so I'm gonna go with Kingy. He's had a good game.
Yeah, so Jeff King,
And Harrogate are 2-0 up against Gillingham.
and he's had the sort of game that you want a fullback to have. He's done well coming forward,
And Boreham Wood have got a goal back.
It's a Chesterfield throw in their own lad back territory. We're in the final minute of normal time. There's been last minute goals here a couple of times in the last 2 or 3
Full
years.
time, Stockbridge Park Steels 1, Brighouse 1.
That great winner from Curtis Weston in a vital match.
And it is now AFC Wimbledon 2, Mansfield 5.
Just over the halfway line, but pass it back to Tozer.
Mansfield now 5-2 up.
Official in a moment. There's Gung Ho Wrexham with attackers all over the park. Try and pierce.
I just love that. The place erupts. Dancing feet and it goes on the bodies. I just love that. I love the description. It just makes me laugh.
Challenge from Chesterfield and the ball is,
Dancing feet.
CrossFit Simons. I can see the red number of the fourth official. He's not held it up yet, but he does say 4.
And Dorking have scored. 3-2 against Maidstone.
Additional minutes. So Chesterfield, this is where
Oh, we've got 4 minutes to hang on. Oh, but we ain't going to concede 2 goals,
in the hands of Ross Fitzsimons, who picked it up on the right hand side of his.
I love that. One guy commented, just see the place erupt out of my window. Thought there was a riot going on.
It's headed forwards by Wrexham, and back to his goalkeeper so he can start again. Fitzsimons.
I bet you the manager will say that they should be winning. They should be winning.
1866 Sport Man of the Match.
He'll be fuming. I feel for him. Hitting the bar, hitting the post. And then one who actually had a penalty saved.
Towards Cooper, but Cooper couldn't quite get there, and Hosanna couldn't. Sorry, Hosanna's not playing.
Boom!
Coming a bit further over to the right hand side. Throws that back to Chesterfield, and George Cooper heads it. And Brandon Horton right in
So,
front.
as
Cook, minute of the
and
football.
because of Barnet
And we
are winning, Barnet will go top of the league, joint top of the league with us.
Lifted by the former Doncaster man up towards Quigley, who can't quite bring that down.
Can we please have Yeovil Town score another goal, please?
And giving Mandeville a sniff of getting that ball. But
Yeah, because if Yeovil Town score another goal, Chesterfield go top of the league.
down that far side, but, well, Mandeville kept up with him, didn't he? And made Mendy have to make a decision, and it's put into touch by Jeff King. Quickly taken throw in by the visitors, and another throw in right down by the corner flag. So I think we'll find Tozer will be staying up that end now, in case the ball does go out for a throw. He doesn't want to have to waste 20 seconds every time he has to run up. So
Way, red card, Daniel Moore. Who basically got a red. He basically got a red card and a yellow card in the 90th minute. That's not bad because it's a hard place to go, and it's a goal. Goal for PSV.
The Chesterfield defence, which they've not done at all today, but nice little skip from Davies, and it hits. Williams goes out for another corner kick to Wrexham. 90 seconds of the additional 4 minutes remaining. And goals from Chesterfield, Ollie on 10 and 23. Look as though they're going to give Chesterfield the 3 points. We've got another pyrotechnic on the park at this moment in time. Right down by the corner flag, a red one. No surprise. Lawrence Maguire warming up right by it. We've got somebody with a fire bucket. We just want somebody with some little tongs.
Yeah, he said it's raining, and it said that the rain happened, then it stopped. Then sometime during the second half, it decided to come back. But at least we're managing to continue to play a game over like the other 3 games. The one that still shocks me is that it's Grimsby.
By the man in the mask, and it is a corner going to be taken. So we've had the 4 minutes. Oh, sorry, we've had 3.5 of the minutes.
So it finished Concert 0, North Shields 0, Shildon 0, Dunstan 2, Ossett United 0, Stockton Town 3.
Cleared away by Chesterfield. And Cooper's got a foot race on, but he's not going to get that because goalkeeper Howard can come way out of his area.
And bottom of the league at the moment is Grimsby Borough.
Mullin can't keep it in. He's gone out for a goal kick. Oh, look at Paul Cook clenching his fist there.
And Doncaster have scored right at the end against Stockport. Kieran Agard has scored. And Dagenham have conceded right at the end. 1-1. Oh, dramatic scenes.
Calming down again. Yeah. I'm not sure if he's doing the full Scouser calm down thing. But the ball kicked out by Fitzsimons, and again Wrexham forced back. It's, well, Mendy is quick, isn't he? Mendy. Plays that into the second. No. Another terrific game. It's been about Chesterfield's front third today, but let's not forget how well Williams.
And now Northampton are 3-2 up against Crawley.
Wellied forward by Jones and easy for Fitzsimons. We've had 5 minutes. There goes.
Get in, Chesterfield. We've done it.
And Joe Cook. It's only 3 points. It's only the 3rd game of the season, but that is a major statement for Paul Cook.
That is true. It is a major statement because the 2 main favourites for the league, and we're playing them both in the same week. So it's basically we've just gone and said to Notts County, come at us if you can. We've just beaten one of the rivals. We're coming for you next. And that's what that statement is, because they couldn't even go and win their game. They're only drawing. When you expect them to win.
Imagine it wasn't just about the 2 goal scorers. It was about everybody playing to their.
And we could have scored 4 or 5 in that game as well, but their keeper kept them in it. Yep, it was an own goal in the 88th minute that he caught for the equaliser for Notts County.
When you asked me for man of the match, I could make a statement for all of them. They all could have been man of the match tonight, but obviously I picked Kingy.
And it is finished Charlton 5, Plymouth 1.
Any one of them could have been man of the match tonight, and yeah, it was an excellent performance.
And it's been terrific. Technically, I think on alphabetical order they might be above Chesterfield in the table.
Yep, so Chesterfield are only second due to alphabetical order because of Barnet begins with B.
Having you with us here on 1866 Sport. You know, give our thanks back to the lads in the dressing room for an absolute top draw.
Yeah, but at least I've got someone who I know who my cousin who actually speaks sense and is a proper fan, because when you play rubbish, you say you're rubbish. When you play good, you say you can pick them up as much as you like.
Wrexham 0. We'll be hearing your reaction next first reaction.
And Chavton Sport have got a goal back with 11 minutes to go on that game. Guys, that's the end of the stream. Chesterfield 2, Wrexham 0. Like, subscribe, blue is the colour. I'll see you guys on Thursday for Hearts versus FC Zurich in the UEFA Europa League qualifier.